Welcome to my new installment of Did I Pay Too Much for This? You know how when you are at a thrift store or yard sale and you find something really exciting and then you get it and then you're like, but wait, did I pay too much for this? That's what I'm talking about today. So besides embroidery hoops, one thing I'm always looking for when I'm at a thrift shop or an antique store is old like trims and laces, and I use them in my embroidery. Here's an example here. I had lots of pieces of and I don't ever need a lot of trim. I need like little bits of trim for projects that I do, and so sometimes I'll take them off of clothes, or I've talked about this before, how I cut up vintage linens. I'm very sorry, I don't want to offend anyone, but look how pretty this looks here. So I'm always on the lookout for things that I can use in my work. This is one of my Yazzie bags. Now this isn't a vintage one, but it's just a very pretty piece of trim that I added to this bag. So there's lots of places that I use them, and so I'm always looking for them. And this caught my eye yesterday, and I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna show it to you and then tell you what I paid. Or maybe I should just do the reverse. Let's just do the reverse. So this one was $7.99. In this $8 bag, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trims, seam bindings. And then this is another bag, which was $5.99. And I'm gonna... So in this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it works out to $1 a piece. Now, what the killer is when you see it originally was 39 cents. I mean, 39 cents. If we could only pay prices like that today. And is there a date? It's a Coats and Clark. I'm not seeing a date on these, so I don't really know how old they are. This one says 1974. The Coats and Clark aren't really labeled. This is a 1969, and this is an American thread, and I don't see a date on this one either. But what caught my eye originally, one bag had this piece and the other bag had this piece, which I just thought were super cool. And I'm going to open one now too, so we can look at it together. So this is labeled as the Elegant Seam Binding. It is stretch lace. And let's see. So when I saw stretch, I couldn't tell exactly how much, like I wasn't sure what I was looking at, and it was all sealed up in the bag, plus each package was sealed. So I first did the sniff test, and I just smelled the bag to see if it smelled overwhelmingly old or if it smelled like, you know, just musty, and it didn't. And I don't smell anything odorous right now as I'm looking at it. And there's also, it's a very lightly stretched seam binding. So I think this is going to be really pretty tucked into embroidery projects. It's 3 yards of it. $1 for 3 yards of this, I don't think is bad at all. When I think about how much I've paid for ribbons and other, you know, trims and stuff at the craft store, I think I pay more than that. And I feel like I did get a decent amount with this. So I walked around the store holding these 2 bags for a while before I really settled on it, because I wasn't sure if it was worth it. But now when I see them, I'm happy I got them. I was worried it was going to be stretchier, almost like an elastic. And they don't feel like elastic at all. Like they're just, it's going to be very nice to work with. I sometimes add these to bracelets, like fabric cuffs. So all in all, I think this is it was a good purchase, mostly for these, definitely for these. And I will keep you posted when I add them to a project next. Oh, look, this one was on sale. 45 cents marked down to 38. And I paid $1 for it. Doesn't get better than that. So when you are thrifting or yard selling, be sure to check out, if you see old sewing supplies, check out that aisle, because you never know what you might be able to find that you can work into your embroidery. Happy stitching!